Welcome back to another episode of NBA 2K12. But further ado, let's check out the ABA Bowl, and now we're ready. So the first matchup for the Wednesday night, we'll have a one game once again, the Wednesday games. So the first game tonight goes to Wells Fargo Center in Philadelphia, as the Sixers host another rival, New York Knicks, to draft the second meeting between those two teams met in the NBA Cup. And this time for this game, the Sixers are going to use red shirts, and the Knicks are having to use classic white shirts. That'll do it for now. This is Andre Kenshin. We'll be right back after this. You enjoy the video here at Wells Fargo Center in Philadelphia. I was sending over to Kevin Harlan and Clark Kellogg, like at Wells Fargo Center. Enjoy!
Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports' presentation of the NBA. I'm Damon Bruce. Wednesday in the NBA. It's going to be the New York Knicks up against Andre Iguodala and the Philadelphia 76ers. And without any further ado, let's head to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew at the arena. I'll be back at halftime.
Hello and welcome everyone to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. And Doris Burke will be reporting from the sideline. The Philadelphia 76ers preparing to defend home court in this Eastern Conference battle. And now, State Farm presents New York's starting five. Melo and Amari at the forward slots. Jeremy Lin is out there with Davis. And it's Chandler in at the five. And for Philadelphia, Iggy and Brand are the forwards. Hawes rounds up the front court. Holiday and Meeks in the backcourt.
I really like what the 76ers have done talent-wise the last few years. They've assembled some really young, gifted players in Drew Holiday and Evan Turner. And those guys have complemented the veterans, and that's why the 76ers have improved.
So Philadelphia will get the first possession. Anthony against Iguodala. And the rejection by Stoudemire. New York with the ball. Here is Lin. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. Steve, that backcourt you just talked about, they could be special if they mature. I know Doug Collins has said often, Clark, that he thinks that is the core of the future of the team.
I agree with you there. I mean, you take a look at how athletic they are, Turner and certainly Drew Holiday. Still, they need probably one more superstar to be added to get them back to the next level of contention.
That's good.
That's a nice way for his team to get started.
Yeah, really nice start for his team to get out in front here.
And Doris Burke spoke with Mike D'Antoni. Doris?
Guys, one of the areas he believes they can exploit today is on the offensive glass. He said, we've got guys who can give them fits on the boards. He's expecting a lot of second-chance opportunities which can produce major points opportunities inside, guys.
Thanks for that, Doris. Rebounding certainly the key topic now.
Kevin, you know that, and we've seen... Wow!
And that steal led to that easy transition basket.
You know, Steve, they've got those guys reeling a little bit right now.
Now the 76ers with it.
Kevin, the results were somewhat mixed once the Knicks acquired Carmelo Anthony. They finished the season 14-14 after the trade and, of course, got swept in the first round by the Celtics.
Kicks it out to Iguodala. The three is launched. And the basket good. Iguodala's got 5 points so far.
Nice kick out after the defensive collapse.
Stolen by Brand. Holiday against Davis. Holiday to pass to Hawes. From about 16. And there's Elton Brand and the assist from Hawes. Brand's got his first bucket of the night. Clark, you mentioned the playoff series between the Knicks and the Celtics. Carmelo struggled with his shot. Steve is 37% from the field.
Well, the Celtics are a very good team defensively. And I think for Carmelo, remember, he had to take on a lot of the scoring load because of the back injury to Amari Stoudemire. So I thought Carmelo played well, but the defensive focus of Boston was completely on him.
Tipped. Solar break. Davis kicks to Chandler. Iguodala with it. He has 5. Leads outside. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
So tough for the defense to get out to the three-point line in transition.
Nice shot by Lynn.
Now they get those 3 points back in a hurry, don't they?
Yeah, they sure did. Didn't take them long at all to respond.
Now here's Iguodala. Stepped in the... out of bounds there, and that will cost them a possession.
Well, fellas, you know, Melo coming over to the Knicks, the big story around the league, really, as the Knicks like to make headlines, and they did with that move. Some, though, can criticize New York for being more concerned with being on the front page than actually winning. I'm not sure I quite agree with that, but certainly some people may have felt that way.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Tony Batiste checked in for Hawes, and it's Turner in for Jody Meeks.
I love how relentless he is. I mean, he just continues to come at you all night.
From 17 feet out, and that's good for 2. And that ties it up. I like what you brought up. They have always tried to be a part of big trades that are being discussed. Sometimes they work, Steve, and sometimes they don't for that team.
Yeah, but anytime you have a chance to get a superstar like Carmelo Anthony, like Amari Stoudemire, I think you go ahead and do it. And so New York is set up now for some success over the coming years, but we'll see how they go forward and what kind of roster they put around their 2 stars.
Now Turner. Back to Iguodala. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Iguodala's got his 3rd basket of the night. Here is Lynn. Turner covering. Taken away by Holiday.
Great job defensively, getting out and forcing it.
Check it out here again with the spike slam pin.
Yes, indeedy. Boy, I love that one. That's not just any plain dunk. That has some panache to it.
It's an energizer, guys. That is an energizer.
That is, and that will lift the whole team up.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here.
And the Knicks last season. Use their bench very often, kind of typical of a Mike D'Antoni team. He relies heavily on his starters, and that was the case a year ago.
The Knicks making a switch here. Ronnie Turioff is checked in for Chandler. Bachman comes in for Amari Stoudemire. Carmelo Anthony is checked in for Jeremy Lin. And it's Davison for Tony Douglas.
It has been all offense here early.
It sure has been. I mean, both teams clicking, and it's been an entertaining game as well, guys.
Here's Young. Shot is blocked. New York trailing. Steve, back to what you were saying about that New York Knicks bench. You know, a big part of that was they were so short-handed. Remember Clark when they got that trade and trying to, bring Melo up to speed on what they were doing?
No question. I mean, it got the Melo that trade, but it also left a few players tired because they lost some of their bench depth. Could have been why they saw so many late-season injuries as players were maybe a bit worn out. You think about Chauncey Billups going down late. Interesting discussion.
Holiday gets the bucket.
Finger roll. That's pure style, man. I like that.
2 seconds separate the shot clock and game. Anthony backing him down. That's in there. Davis with the assist.
Assist goes to
8 points for Carmelo Anthony. Taken away by Anthony. And here's the break. For the finish, and slam dunk by Anthony. Well, Clark, we've seen the lead change in. quite a bit in this one.
Yeah, we sure have. I mean, it's been a bit of a windshield wiper game. I mean, back and forth, the lead has gone 5 times, so no one in clear control yet.
I think both teams feel like they can win. They both have confidence. So we'll see which team can kind of ride the momentum and take control of this game.
And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. It's the Knicks leading by 3.
Just the start they wanted to this game. Solid offense. They got good ball movement. Established a nice rhythm.
Yeah, not stagnant at all. Free-flowing and fluid at the offensive end.
And we'll get back to the action right after this. Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. Here is Douglas.
Things didn't really start very smoothly for Doug Collins in Philly. It was a bumpy road. I mean, he had concussion-related symptoms after taking a fall last season.
On the court for the Knicks, Douglas and Fields, they're man in the backcourt. Melo and Amaro with the forward shots. And it's Chandler in at the center for an afternoon. Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Kevin, Drew Holiday, the starting point guard for the 76ers, you forget just how young he is. To give you some idea, in his 3rd season, he's almost 2 years younger than their rookie draft pick from last year, Evan Turner. Despite that, he's been a mentor to Turner, who said he absolutely loves basketball. He's made my transition to the league so much easier by just being a good friend and showing me what life in the NBA is all about. The guys that are lockers are right next to the Sixers backcourt of the future.
They've become a terrific tandem. Thanks, Doris. The Knicks with the lead. Going back to Doug Collins, he had a lot of headaches to deal with during the year. In addition to his own headaches, he had these young players to really navigate through, Steve, and you've been on that road before. Veteran coaches sometimes don't have a lot of patience. I thought Doug did with these young.
Yeah, he did a really good job with those young guys. And, people forget, Kevin, the NBA coaches, they have to deal with their own ailments, not just the players, but the coaches can have some issues. It's such a stressful job, but it's nice to see Doug bounce back from those concussion issues and get healthy and lead his team to the playoffs.
Both teams will make substitutions.
Get down!
Here is Brand. By Stoudemire. And blocked. The Knicks leading by 3. Anthony dishes to Douglas. Then the pass to Carmelo. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
You look at how they've been scoring the basketball, and it's really fun to watch them because all the baskets are coming off assists.
Well, keep that in mind. I mean, they're a much more efficient team when they make that extra pass. When they get in trouble, it's when they're taking quick shots. Carmelo Anthony's such a great offensive player, so explosive. Some people have questioned his work at the other end defensively. I think it would help the Knicks to get a dominant defensive center to protect the rim behind him.
He's covered by Iguodala. And here is Anthony. 13 points in the game. Just 5 in the clock. And the Knicks hit again from deep. But you know, Clark, great defensive center. Not always easy to acquire. I mean, I think Carmelo can become a great defender, or should he keep his focus just on scoring?
Yeah, I don't know. It's great. I think he can be a good defender. I really do. But he's a great scorer. There's no denying that. So you've got to think about growing in your weaknesses and continuing to play to your strengths. So I think there's room for him to become a better defender. I think he's a pretty good rebounder. He actually could even do that a little better, but we're nitpicking here.
We are, yes, absolutely.
Yeah, but he's special with that.
Back in '08 in Beijing at the Team USA run to the gold, one of the things he said he was going to work on the most was defense. He talked to some of the assistant coaches on that. Olympic staff, they said absolutely.
Yeah.
He worked on defense every day.
That's right. And he's gotten better. I mean, it's just a matter of consistency at that end.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Tony Batiste checked in for Hawes. Jody Meeks comes in for Thaddeus Young. And it's Holiday in for Elton Brand. Plenty of daylight on that shot. And that's 11 points for Davis.
9 straight points for them off of wide open looks from deep. Something has to change for this deep.
Yeah, they're just giving up too many easy shots out there. They've got to close out harder, get a hand up, and they can put it on the floor.
I'll tell you what, fellas, we're seeing some really good ball movement out there.
Yeah, well, 10 of their last 12 points have come off of assists.
You know, even though Philly got bounced early by the Heat last year, you have to think it was a very valuable learning experience for that team, especially as young as they are.
Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you think?
Well, for Doug Collins, he is no stranger to the NBA, having spent almost 4 decades in the league. He's seen a lot of ups and downs and says, I've always felt that the measure of the man is really not how you deal with success, but how you handle those failures and where you go from that and how you grow. I don't know of a man that's ever walked back to his hotel and questioned himself after his
Thanks as always, Doris. Doug Collins certainly will.
No question about that. 4 decades in this league. You know he's got a pretty good perspective on the roller coaster ride of the NBA.
What you said, Clark, about the 76ers with their youth, any playoff exposure is a big boost.
Yeah.
And Steve, Doug Collins talked about this. Hey, we're going to get great experience here for this young team.
Yeah, and a lot of their young players got to see a lot of action during that series. And, of course, playing against a great team like Miami, going against the best, there's no better experience for a young player.
That's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got 4 assists now tonight.
Opportunity to go 2 for 1 here if they want it.
Steve, let's see if they go for it.
And Howard puts him up defensively. Deflected by Iguodala. Philadelphia with the ball. It's a 5-point game. Meeks goes up the baseline. Outgiven Philadelphia.
I think their only hope now, Clark, is to slow him down with a double team.
Well, they got to stop the bleeding, put the tourniquet on, and he's been tough to play straight up.
Out of bounds. And they retain possession. Here is Davis. 13 points in the game. The pass to Carmelo. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got his 5th assist in this one. Taken away by Anthony. With 2 seconds left. That's good from Davis on the assist by Anthony. Anthony's got his 7th assist here tonight. Shot misses. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports.
I hope you're enjoying your Wednesday night. Welcome to HP at the half. New York leading against Philadelphia. They're keeping the ball hopping around, racking up those assists. Quite a show being put on by Carmelo Anthony so far. His shooting percentage off the charts right now. He's got the magic touch from the field, no question about it. And for Philadelphia, they've really been battling. They've been pounding the ball inside, scoring a ton of points in the paint. A solid performance by Andre Iguodala. At the break, 11 points and has added a few blocks to that stat line. Both these guys came to play tonight. Gaudy first half numbers. And now let's get the second half rolling. Here's Kevin Harlan, Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke.
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. Stolen.
Well, that was a serious heave there. You can't blame him too much for not being able to corral it in.
Digging down to the third. Pause rounds up the front row. Highline leaks in the ball. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
Big story for the Knicks this past year was the acquisition of Carmelo Anthony. Having already signed Amari Stoudemire, the Knicks made the deal for Anthony and all of a sudden had one of the great 1-2 combinations in the league.
And Holiday kicks to Iguodala. Picked up by Davis. Graham. That falls. Nice speed time from Andre Iguodala. 6 points for Graham. Anthony backing him down. And the Knicks good for 2. And back to Melo and Amari. They just need to build the right supporting cast around those two.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, those are two foundational pieces that are all-stars. So plugging in around them would be the next step. They're in the process of doing that, too. I mean, New York definitely reversed their fortune with the moves they made last season. But I love the way they've been attacking inside, Kevin.
All right, guys, they're getting a lot of points in the painted area, not settling for outside shots, and I don't see any reason to change strategy here.
Kicks to Lane, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Good. He's got 15.
3 for 3. Got to like this hot start in the third quarter.
And the 76ers call time here.
Really good turnaround season for the 76ers a season ago, and I thought one of the reasons they were able to be successful was they established their home court.
Here's Iguodala. He's got 11. Covered by Anthony. Goes right up. Another shot. Goes up. No good from Brand. The Knicks leading by 9. Outside, Davis launches a 3. That one falls, coming off Anthony's feet. Anthony's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Back to the 76ers, just a much better team at home last year.
Yeah, and I think so. Part of
And the big time jam. Shooting again with the spot slam green.
well, he took that one to the
some pump.
I'll say beautiful dunk there, Steve.
Yeah, how about the agility? Just the power and the skill. Impressive.
Davis dishes to Stoudemire. Outside Chandler. He's against Hawes. Shot to the
Finally a miss, but still 4 for 5 shooting to start this third quarter.
Meeks. Up and in on the way. 10 points in the game so far. Davis down low, guarded by Holiday. Davis, the pass to Lynn. Taken away by Holiday.
Great steal in the paint. Thought he might get a layup out of it, but he wound up turning it over.
Left side, Davis. Three-pointer. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. 21 points for Davis.
Tell you what, he's draining the three ball at will, guys.
Yeah, he is, and they've got to find a way to get out there on it.
Here is Hawes. He's guarded by Chandler. Hawes got him with the pump fake. Savvy move right there.
Great shot. I mean, so difficult to get your shot on line when you're off balance like that.
And the 76ers with some changes. One comes in for Spencer Hawes. And it's Turner in for Jody Meeks. Then for the Knicks, Otto Balkin is checked in for Stoudemire. Andrew Fields comes in for Jeremy Lin. And Tony Douglas is subbed in for Baron Davis. Anthony kicks to Chandler. He's against Brand. On the mark from 16 feet out. And the Knicks lead by 11.
Now, the thing you notice, you look at the stat sheet, they have a lot more assists. That's been a factor.
Yeah, I like the fact they're moving the ball. Less ISOs, more ball movement, more player movement. It's a fun style to watch, commentate, and to play.
Here's Anthony. Can't get it to go. Excellent D here by Iguodala.
I think Andre Iguodala is a terrific all-around player. He's a defender, ball handler, rebounder. The one weakness in his game, he doesn't shoot the ball particularly well from the perimeter.
For Andre Iguodala, Steve, long athletic, you're talking about that, and do a lot of things on the floor. In a lot of ways, Clark, his game is somewhat similar to a guy like the Bulls' great Scottie Pippen.
I can see that comparison. And Iguodala grew up in Springfield, Illinois, near Chicago. So I'm sure that's a comparison that he'd appreciate.
And Balkman gets it to go.
Tell you what, guys, he's helped his team just about every way possible today.
Yeah, he's been without a weakness today, Steve. I mean, he's been excellent in every area.
It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. He's covered by Iguodala.
Yeah, you can tell they're getting frustrated defensively out here. All these three-pointers falling.
Yeah, Steve, they're ready to throw their hands up. You can see it. The frustration is very visible. I mean, when you spread the floor and shoot the three the way they've done here in the second half, it's really hard to defend.
Now, here is Fields. Turner covering. Anthony. And the Knicks good for two.
You can't fault what he's been doing out there. Some really impressive shooting.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Screen by Brand. Holiday pushes to Brand. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. That's 10 points for Brand.
And they are just lighting him up from mid-range area.
You know, sometimes we forget about the value of the mid-range or in-between game. This team has made 8 of their last 10 with that shot, the in-between shot.
Here's Iguodala. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 9 assists now tonight. Knocks it loose. And that's the quarter. Nice key to stifle the final possession. The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Carmelo Anthony really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Yeah, we have, Kevin, and that's exactly what this team needed from him. He's been terrific.
And you know what, Steve? A double-double in 3 quarters of play, guys. I mean, that's nothing to complain about.
We'll be back momentarily. As we get going here in the fourth, let's send it over to Doris Burke for our Sprite Spark.
Hey, Kevin, well, our spark of the game goes to the Knicks for that major surge. They've picked this defense apart, and each trip down the floor, they've managed to extend the lead. They've exerted control in every facet of this game.
Thank you, Doris. They made a statement with that big run.
They sure did. I mean, actually, this team has what I like to call spurtability.
Clark, that's becoming one of our trademarks right now.
Without question. You know, one of the great basketball words out there.
Hey, Clark, I think the defense was sort of shell-shocked by that spurtability. They were reeling.
So with Anthony sitting on the bench, here's the five for Mike D'Antoni right now. Stoudemire and Turioff in the middle. Davis is out there with Jeremy Lin. And it's Fields in at the small forward position. Here's Holiday and the rejection by Stoudemire. Outside, Davis, guarded by Holiday. A reverse. It's blocked. The 76ers trail by 10. Here's Turner. Fires from the wing. Dead on target.
Tell you what, it has been all offense all game long.
You know what? This is really fun to watch, guys. I mean, as a coach, though, this is when you want to just harness this energy and bottle it up and ride it all the way.
Young against Stoudemire. Feeds the Fields. 5 to shoot. Puts the lead pass in front of him. And Davis puts it in.
You know, it's really the kind of game you expect from him, guys. I mean, extremely efficient, taking a lot of good shots.
And the 76ers call time here.
Well, a great turnaround here for the Knicks a season ago. It helped that they were in the Eastern Conference. They won 28 games against Eastern opponents.
And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Spates checked in for Young. Iguodala comes in for Meeks. Antonio Daniels checked in for Evan Turner. And Lewis Williams subbed in for Drew Holiday. Tyson Chandler is checked in for New York. Anthony comes in for Landry Fields. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Doug Collins as he addressed his team. His players know that they've got to do a better job on defense. He said they're scoring any way they want. We've got to show some pride here. Let's make a stand defensively, get us stops, and get on a run of our own. Do they have it in them, Kevin?
Back to the Knicks, Clark. Those wins were part of why they were able to get back into the playoffs. They were very, very important in the East.
Yeah, they were. And they played well against Eastern Conference teams, but they also did a nice job in interconference play as they put up the most points of any Eastern team by a large margin.
Davis kicks to Anthony. He's covered by Iguodala. And Anthony gets it to go.
Man, I think defensively you've got to commit a second defender because he's just destroying you right now.
Yeah, one-on-one, he's been a handful.
And again, it's Maurice Space. Space has got 4 this quarter.
It's been a little too easy for them inside, hasn't it?
Yeah, I think so, Steve. I mean, they've really dictated the action in the paint. That's been their focus, and the defense hasn't mounted much resistance at all.
And here's the fast break. Straight up. Anthony knocks it loose. The Knicks leading by 11. He's covered by Daniels.
So now that's twice we've seen the offense collapse. That's back-to-back empty trips because of turnovers.
Yeah, that's going to be a problem because now all of a sudden you start turning the ball over, you lose all offensive rhythm and flow.
There's a pretty play. The feathery lob pass in there, nicely done.
That's exactly what it did. Laid it up there beautifully.
Had no mistakes on either end, and a great touch on that layup.
Spates with it over Chandler, and Spates gets it to go.
I tell you what, right now that mid-range jump is serving them well.
Yes, it is, guys. That's 6 of their last 10 points coming from that mid-range area.
Jody Meeks, he's checked in for the 76ers. Holiday comes in for Antonio Daniels. And a switch here also for New York. Fields checked in. Here's Kenneth Anthony slamming it down.
How can you describe an alley-oop that far away? I mean, wow.
There's not much you can say, right, Steve?
It was like a football Hail Mary, guys. A long bomb.
We've got 1:55 left to play in the final quarter. A runner. Here's Iguodala. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. 16 points for Iguodala. Holiday gets it loose. Tries to save it. And the 76ers recover. The 76ers trail by 11. And there's the rejection. Dishes it to Williams. And Holiday kicks to Williams. A free ball out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Here's Holiday. Brand left side. Now Chandler defending. Brand good.
That's where you like to get shots, inside and close to the hoop.
Here's Davis, and they cash in right away with a quick shot. Davis has got 31. And here are the 76ers now. They trail by 11. For three, Williams' shot is good.
He's been hot for most of this game. If he keeps it up, his team could turn things around.
Now here is Davis. It's tipped.
It's a surprise to see him struggling to take care of the ball, guys, after turning it over only once in the first half.
Lets it go from deep. And that cuts the lead to just 5.
Oh, this is a shooting exhibition, guys. I mean, he's not wasting any of his chance.
And an intentional foul right there. Here is Davis. Williams comes with a double team. Anthony backing him down. That's in there. Davis with the assist. 34 points for Carmelo Anthony. Timeout called the 76ers. They're behind by 7. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
Well, it's not looking good, but you want to get a quick shot, a quick foul, and who knows? You never know what's going to happen.
That's right. There's still a slight chance that a bucket and a quick foul could get them the ball back.
The dish to Davis. Back to Anthony.
Boy, good anticipation. Solid play to pick off that entry pass.
Wasn't able to get fast enough to contest.
Well, they were caught flat-footed after committing the turnover that time, guys.
Time. Ball here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They're up by 5. 12 seconds left in the game. Here's Anthony. And they go to the intentional foul.
I know you have to foul, but you don't want to hit a good foul shooter like that.
Yeah, you'd much rather have somebody else get to the line than this guy. He's an excellent free throw shooter.
Perfect from the line, and it's a 7-point ball game.
Nice shot to make them off. That's a big play to extend their lead.
And the 76ers call time here. They're trailing by 7. 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
Well, the timeout isn't going to save the game, but at least they can take over a little bit of strategy.
Well, Steve, I mean, one way to look at it is if you've got him, you might as well use him.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. That's the first. That increases their lead to 6. Second free throw misses. Here's Williams. It's good.
Guys, you just don't realize, maybe Steve does, but you can't imagine how difficult it is to hit a shot that deep.
Clark, I think it's pretty easy, actually.
So a close game sees New York take this one. It was tight, but they managed to come up with the win.
You know, nobody wants to lose a close game, Kevin. It's much better to win. Those Titans.
Thank you for joining us for this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark, Stephen Doris, and the rest of the crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Last but not least, here is your Jordan Player of the Game, Carmelo Anthony.
Thanks for watching, guys, as the Knicks beat the Sixers again for the second time this season and defeated in the final score 96-93. And now, tomorrow, next game for a marquee matchup features the two of the superstars like in real life between Jimmy Butler and LeBron James. And then it was the back in the future, then it was the past time in 2012 season, the 2013 LeBron James take on Kobe Bryant. As LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh of the Miami Heat take on Kobe Bryant, Pau Gasol, and Ron Artest of the Los Angeles Lakers. So we got the Heat and the Lakers going to be a most watched matchup for just the second video between the Heat and the Lakers, more than like the Celtics matchup. It's going to be a great game between the Heat and the Lakers for the highly marquee matchup here in Staples Center. Now, for now, this is Andre Kenshin. Reminder, the NFL playoff predictions will be moved to Friday. The road to Super Bowl 59 continues and still going. This is Andre Kenshin. Say so long, and reminder, don't forget that once again, as the Miami Heat take on the Los Angeles Lakers here in LA, California. This is Andre Kenshin. Say so long and have a wonderful day. We'll see you tomorrow for the Heat and the Lakers game here at Staples Center in Los Angeles. Sign up and peace out. Good night.